Alright, so I'm driving out the SU-122P on the map. Second Battle of El Alamein. What do I think about it? It's okay map. Personally, I think it's a little bit overused. I find I don't know, for if I'm using American tanks a lot of the time, I find I get this map a lot, which is kind of annoying because I'm not really fond of this map, just because it is so large. It's a huge map, but there's a lot of open space. But anyways, I'm not really a huge fan. Can't talk right now. Huge fan of this map just because it's so repetitive. I actually like the other one they released. I think I don't know what it's called, but oh yeah, Tunisia. Holy. Sorry, I just panicked there, yeah. Panicking's not good. Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of it just because I've played this map quite a bit. Yeah. But I mean, pretty much you play the same way. I always go for C. People like that guy always rush around. You just pop them. Call it a day. It's not hard. Favorite map is still Sand River, I don't know what it's called, Ash River. Just because it is, that game, it never lasts that long, which is nice, considering most of the time within our matches can be a little bit expensive. Shot. And I kind of want to put this out there. I know I'm getting a lot of kills now, and it's all nice, but Russian tanks are not OP. They're just, if you know how to use them, they're really good. Like, I don't know what that guy's doing, but he's busted his engine. He's going nowhere. Gone. So at this point we're at 4 kills, which is actually pretty good for this tank. I was actually kind of surprised. That guy was just being stupid and he didn't really look around him. But I mean, really, you can't blame him when he rolled on the same thing. This guy's gonna back, prepare. That was unfortunate. This tank used to have higher chances of bouncing shots, but I find now that they've upgraded they added a new kind of like penetration mechanism or something like that. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, it's different now and it's just not as good armor, I find. I don't really want to risk it, so we're gonna pull back. Go around. I've been shoot. Oh man, that was lucky. I've been shot too many times by those American. What an idiot! Like, you have to flank. I mean, that was actually kind of lucky right there. So hopefully the plan is to flank around the guys that are sitting there. Seems like shoot. You're done. Yeah, if you hit a KV2 in the turret, he's done. Like, your gun is huge and that thing's got tons of ammo. It's basically a matchbox waiting to be lit. Yeah, anyways, it's a pretty fun tank. I'd say, I mean, we're at 6 kills right now. We're breezing through, so I mean, you can't really consider it a bad tank. Tiger 2P. People who think the Tiger 2P is good don't. Well, you're wrong. First off, it's not good because it's so slow, and the fact is the armor on that thing is just not that good. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, but really, it's just like the Tiger, you know, like. Shoot. Make it. Oh, sorry, it's a wrong tank. I was thinking Tiger 1P. I lied. Oh. Shoot, we're screwed. Hopefully he can't depress this far. Oh man, I don't know how we just... Yeah, we messed up there. That was our own fault. Alright, let's take a look at the armor. So the front of the tank, the main armor, whatever you want to call it, 75 millimeters. So you can't really expect to bounce much, but if you're trying to angle a shot, I'd say like going like this. That way you get the additional thickness. So instead of it being like 133, sorry, you get the 133 millimeters of sloping versus just the standard 122, so you increase it by that much. You also got some tracks here, so it's kind of like spaced armor, 18 mils. A little port here, or port hatch. It's a big weak point, I'd say. You die a lot from that little port. Your actual gun mantlet's like 100 millimeters thick, but that can still get penetrated fairly easily. Lower plate, 45 millimeters. So if you're facing a guy like this, you're probably not going to get penetrated, but like it's the same angle, or it's a bit more of an angle than the top, but it's not very thick, so gotta watch out. Moving on to the size. Now this is where the tank kind of doesn't do very well in my opinion. The size is only 45 millimeters, and the ammo rack's here, I think, so if you get shot in the sides, you're pretty much done for. We've gone to the very back. Again, 45, not really any weaknesses. But as you can see, the roof's only 10 millimeters, so if artillery manages to hit your top, you're absolutely screwed. Or if a tank is lucky enough and shoots here, they can pretty much penetrate this little vent here without much of an issue. And then this back part here is also 45. Or, yeah, 45. Now the roof of this thing is only 20 millimeters. And then we have these vent things which are like, oh, it could actually be overlapping, but so if you penetrate this little, like if you're aiming for the back of this thing, like these vent things are definitely a weak spot. And then you got the commander's hatch is 45. Now the armor's not really a strength in this thing, but it's pretty fast, I'd say. Now, like I said before, the ammo's here, so it's not really that good. You got 4 crew members, so if you get shot in the right, like I said, it could potentially kill 3 members, which screws you over because the reload on this thing is long enough as it is. And then you got your essentials in the back here. Now the gun on this thing is pretty good. It's got 196 penetration. Wilson's got 200, and this is a good shell, arm piercing, high explosive. I haven't found these ones to be as effective because this one does have the highest explosives, or sorry, highest explosive mass 160. Well, it's got the same explosive mass, but this one I find to be slightly more effective. Not sure why. But pretty much in general, if you manage to penetrate someone, regardless of where you hit, they're gonna die. So all in all, I'd say it's a good tank. If you're grinding up the Russian tech tree line, definitely worth it. I know this doesn't look very good on my part, but I have a PC account where I'm much higher, so I'm experienced. I don't really play the PS4 one that often. So yeah, that concludes this review. Pretty much. Good, solid, fast tank with a great gun. I definitely recommend it over other premiums. Whoops. Because this thing, there's no point. It's the same thing as an IS-2 with stickers. This thing's okay, but its armor is really thin and it's got bad gun depression, so I don't really like it. This thing's okay, but it's got minimal armor, but the gun's amazing. And then this is just a regular T-3045. That thing's got a big gun. So really, I think out of these these 5, this is the best option. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week.